Chapter 9. A mesmerising morning. Saturday morning, 26th of December, 2025. Silverbourne Manor, Oxfordshire, England. Ali was the first to wake that morning, regretting having ever indulged in the whole HistorAI situation. He briefly wondered whether the rest of the house was still being powered by the backup generator, which had rerouted power and caused the whole house to turn into a faux historical pantheon of different eras. He hoped that when they went downstairs, he could just drink champagne from the fridge, not that bloody awful Gaulish Roman red wine. It tasted like crap. "Morning, babe. How did you sleep?" he asked Finn, as he rubbed his eyes and propped himself up against the bedstead. He looked exhausted. "Weird dreams. Literally so weird," Finn responded. He suspected that perhaps they had all had an experience of sorts. He wanted to probe Finn further. "So, this HistorAI thing, how realistic is it? Tell me about your dream." He looked a little wary, but answered all the same. "I was given these weird gold coins by a church worker. It was weird. I was getting soup, almost like Oliver Twist, and then he took me upstairs and fucked me. He was literally inside me, and then he gave me some weird Victorian coins." Ali didn't know what to make of this. It sounded similar to his dream, so probed further. "Wait, what?" He was getting slightly turned on, and his cock was semi-hard, and it wasn't solely due to him waking up next to his boyfriend, but also due to the idea of the fantasy, which was very similar to the one he had experienced. Sans sex, of course. "I went upstairs and got ravaged. In a simulation, some handsome Victorian guy took me up to his room and offered me coins. He started undressing me and then fucked me raw. He had a nice cock. He reminded me of you, Ali." Jealous. He was jealous, and it may have clearly showed on his face as Finn inquired further. "It was just a simulation, babe, don't worry. No one actually came inside me. You're safe." He wasn't jealous. He just wanted to know why and how Finn had managed to get a better experience than he had done. He was annoyed. He put it from his mind and went downstairs, letting Finn get ready alone as he had clearly had enough fun already. When he walked into the front room, which had now been restored to his 2025 state, he immediately faced Brian, who was asking questions. "Ali, hey, how did you sleep? We all had weird nights," he asked as he stood in front of Brian in a pair of deliciously tight booty shorts. He would have absolutely destroyed his arse if they were still dating. He had a bloody good birthday cake going on to the rear. It was hard to avoid. It had a presence of its very own. "Yeah, not bad, mate. I got transported to some weird Oliver Twist soup kitchen." "Well, was that your idea? What happened?" "Well, I was on the run in the English Civil War. It was weird. Then I met a guy who took me into a weird tavern and we got caught fucking. It was wild. Seriously wild." Freddy chimed in. "He fucked my boyfriend. He fucked Andy." "What the fuck, mate? You shouldn't have done that," Ali said, incredulously, looking over at Andy as if to say, "Sorry about Brian." Freddy laughed. "No, not literally. In the simulation. We're good boys. We don't do stuff like that in real life." Ali grabbed a glass of champagne and sat down next to Archie, typically one of the more sober-minded amongst the group. "And you, Archie? I assume you had some sordid foursome or something, or am I wrong?" He smiled in response. "No, I had a weird Roman dream." "What? No bloody way. I would have loved that. Roman? What period? In Britain?" "Britannia, mate. Get it right," Archie added, teasing Ali on purpose. "Wait, so you fucked a Roman?" "No, not quite. I gave him head. Then the dream went weird and it blacked out. He had a bloody nice cock, though." Then Andy chimed in. "Guys, just chill. None of it was real. I didn't really get wanked off by Brian. Archie, you didn't suck off a Roman patrician, and you, Ali, didn't undress and fuck Finn." "Why not? He's my boyfriend." "No, I mean none of this happened in actuality. In reality," Andy added. "Ali, confused, then added, "But I fuck Finn every day, what's wrong with that?" As Andy was about to respond, Freddy walked in. "Morning, guys. How'd you all sleep?" Ali wanted to ask him how his night had gone, then, deciding to be tactful, changed his approach. "Freddy, we all have boyfriends, right?" He was careful in his response, not knowing where Ali was going. Yeah, mate, we do." "So what did you get up to last night, then? I'm assuming you know that Andy got wanked off by Brian." He was asking in this way to provoke a response. It was potentially a bit harsh, but worked immediately. "Fuck off, what? Brian, you dick, what are you talking about?" "See?" Ali said to the whole group, downing his champagne and walking off. Brian quickly defended himself. "No, Ali is being a tosser. He means we all had dreams. Andy wanked me off in his dream with the HistorAI thing." Freddy clearly didn't care. "Oh, well, Brian asked, expecting some pushback. "Well, how did it feel? He has a great cog." Andy chipped in again, trying to defend himself as well as show appreciation for the compliment. "We didn't literally wank off. It's this bloody AI system this house has installed. He wanked me off in the simulation, yes." "And?" Freddy asked again, pointedly. It felt good. I don't know. What dream did you have?" Ali was surveilling them from the kitchen, eager to listen to what escapades they'd been up to. Fortunately, he was hidden behind a counter, so could only hear each of their stories. He was turned on by all of them, especially when he thought about Andy and Brian, his ex-boyfriend, wanking each other off. It got him hard instantly, and he started touching his hard cock under the counter. Then, as Matt started explaining his experience with the blonde Viking raider, he got rock hard. He had to jerk off. It was too much. He started slowly wanking under the counter, out of sight of the rest of them. His hand grabbed his cock under his briefs, and he started to feel the warmth of his shaft and full balls as he stroked back and forth. He could just imagine it now, the 6 other guys all playing with each other. He wanted to imagine watching them all as they wanked, kissed, fucked, and touched each other. It was too much to handle. He was throbbing hard when he heard a voice behind him. It was Archie. "Mate?" "Fuck, sorry," Ali said, as he scrambled to put his penis back in his shorts. "No, I didn't say put it away." He reached around and started silently wanking Ali off as he pressed against him. He started kissing Ali's neck as he pressed his hard cock into Ali's arse. It felt so bloody good. He was rock hard. He reached to his left and started making out with Archie quietly in the kitchen. He was in luck as the others were still talking about their experiences. "Keep going," he said, as Archie reached down and started pulling his shorts and briefs down. They had to stop. It was brief, but enough to whet Ali's appetite. He wondered what it would feel like to have Archie fuck him. Then he quickly wiped the idea from his mind and pulled away from him. "Fuck, sorry, we shouldn't." Archie understood and withdrew silently, knowing it was far too dangerous to continue. "Sorry, mate. Got carried away. Seems this whole bloody AI thing has driven the 7 of us crazy. Then I got jealous of Matt getting fucked, or almost getting fucked." Ali quietly confirmed with Archie that he wouldn't say anything to the others about their very brief kitchen tryst. It wasn't something either of them had ever done before, and it felt strange, even if it was extremely hot. He decided to find Finn, who, by this point, was in the basement sorting out some electricity. Overall, it had been a wild 24 hours. He was turned on, horny, and wanted them to have sex. Even though there were other guys around, they were all his friends. He couldn't just sleep with his friends, so he decided that he'd find Finn and fuck him in the basement. He wasn't sure how practicable it would be, but was just happy to have a real human boyfriend to go to when he needed some loving. When he walked down to the basement, he was pleased to find his boyfriend, Finn, playing around with some cables. "Babe, you're here. Thank fuck. They're all driving me insanely horny upstairs with their descriptions of the simulations." "It's alright. It's what I'm here for." So tell me about your experience. Or how about telling me about something you'd want to happen? He wasn't sure where to start. He wanted all of them. He wanted Brian, his ex-boyfriend, and he wanted Andy and Freddy too. He was overwhelmed and still rather horny after the experience in the kitchen with Archie. Babe, in all honesty? What? You're my one true love. I can't deal with these weird simulations and fantasies. You're all I want for Christmas. It was cheesy, yes, but wholly true. Finn was the only person he wanted. If anything, the AI had shown him that authenticity rules and that the very thing he wanted was there, right in front of him. It was Finn, a loving, caring, and dedicated partner, not silly fantasy